It first of all started with Uddesha Delhi. I have a special place in my heart for that organization.
So that's the mentality you keep कि better positions आ जाएंगी.
Exactly, आ जाती है because you just have to wait. I always say give yourself time to evolve. I am a very different person on chat. I'm legit the most extrovert. I'm the most a person who doesn't care what you think of me. I'll just put anything on chat.
Tell us one icebreaker when you meet a new person. So hello and welcome everyone. मेरा नाम है नवाज अली खान and welcome to the Anak podcast. Today we have a very special guest in the form of Brinda ji. Brinda is currently a history honor student from Lady Shri Ram College. She is also the president of Impact Consulting Council, WICCI. She is the editorial head of Prakriti, YIF Delhi Journal Secretary GU 21st Century Girls, and the Director of Marketing at Uddesha Delhi. And one more thing, last but not the least, she is a graphic designer for Break the Ice. Please welcome G. Brinda. And today we'll be asking her, first of all, the basic question, what are you doing currently, Brinda?
Okay, so currently I'm in my third year and I'm pursuing history honors and from LSR, and I'm trying to figure out like what to do exactly after college. I have been exploring my options, and I've been exploring fields throughout my college life to understand where exactly I fit in. So yeah, that's what
Okay.
I'm doing currently.
Okay, so tell us about your experiences with the clubs and societies that you are attached to right now.
Experiences. It first of all started with Uddesha Delhi. I have a special place in my heart for that organization. It was an NGO. I got recruited in a content writer role, and after few months I got the role of a subhead on basis of my work, and subsequently in the following tenure I got recruited as a director of marketing. So that was my first major position. I was handling graphics and content. So it has been a very fruitful experience in at Uddesha Delhi. Apart from that, I have been part of quite a few college societies. I like most of my societies that I'm a part of, like most of my experiences have been like out of the college, because it's like inside the college I have not been able to like get in. So I try to divert my attention to outside the college, because
Okay.
I try not to get affected by the fact that I'm not getting selected in college societies, or maybe I try to redirect myself to understand where exactly I can provide my best, and that is what I did. I did get into college societies. I'm a part of Prakriti. I have been part of it, the Environmental Society of LSR. I've been part of it through all of my 3 years. I started as part of the editorial team. Then I shifted to design and decor team in my second year, and right now I'm the editorial head. So it's like a
Okay.
union position. So it was like I have given enough time, and I have actually throughout the process given enough time for me also to grow into the person who fits, who is actually capable to lead that role. So yeah, apart from that, there are a few other college societies also, like Dhyana, the Society for Meditation and Consciousness, and then WDC Women's Development Cell, even LSR MUN as well. I have been a part of these societies, and I have like tried to provide the best I can to the role.
I've also been a part of Jamia MUN.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, I
It's a
tried my
great
best.
experience.
I have visited I once visited a UNGA event as a part of LSR MUN, and that was so amazing. I legit saw Prajakta Kohli and Bhumi Pednekar, so that was
Wow.
amazing experience. Like once
In
in a
which college did
lifetime.
they come?
They did not come to college. It was basically that the UNGA, they were releasing a magazine. So LSR MUN got
Okay.
invited, and I applied. I wanted to go. Like it was such a big event. I just went, and it was amazing that I actually got to witness that. Yeah, as
Absolutely.
part of. And the major, like most important college society, which is like actually unofficial, which is Project Sonder. So it's basically an art and culture society. I was a part of the team, and in my third year, right now I'm the coordinator in the society, and it's like I'm trying to give my best to the role. I'm trying to initiate projects, and I'm trying to basically do my best I can to kind of give it that kind of base कि कुछ किया है वहाँ पे and all. And apart from that, my major experiences like I said have been outside the college. I was a part of global youth. Like I was part of 3 forums at global youth. Okay, so like I said, I try to provide like best of my abilities to the projects on the role. Apart from that, I have been a part of global youth. I was a part of 3 forums in that, and my experiences at global youth have been amazing. I got to be a part of Ananta, like a fellowship, which is like a residential program wherein we went to Bakar in Rajasthan. We learned about leadership through like through a set of readings of a lot of philosophers and people. It was overall an amazing experience in Rajasthan. I loved
Who
it.
organized it? Who organizes this?
It was organized by it was a part of the Piramal Foundation. Like they did it. It's in accordance with
Okay.
that.
So if someone wants to get into it, how can they do it?
It's like okay, so we kind of got it was from the global youth side, so we got our fee was waived off, but now they do it yearly. I think I don't have much information about it because I got it through global youth, so it was much easier for me to experience the whole event and all of that. But now it was like there was a fee, you had to pay a fee for the fellowship and all of that, and for the residential and all of that.
Okay. So I have one question on what you said, that you weren't selected in your college societies. So you tried outside. And I've seen a lot of my batchmates, my friends, who, especially juniors, that when they get rejected from a college society, they go into these cocoons and shells where they're not able to go into another interview, and that will affect them eventually in their placements, interviews, and outside interviews, everywhere. They basically lose confidence at that. So I would like to know ki, how did you cope with that? What mentality did you have when you were getting rejected, but you still managed to get out of the college and get better positions? And what would you suggest to students who are like still in that phase?
Okay, so first of all, I always have this thing with me ki you will have better chances. I always tell myself ki do not get yourself down because you could not get into one place. There are other places where you can get into and you can provide your best. That's what I tell myself always, and as a result, I have gotten positions wherein I can influence a lot of stuff. So it's like
So that's the mentality you keep, कि better positions आ जाएंगी.
exactly आ जाती है because you just have to wait. I always say give yourself time to evolve. You are not like you don't have to do it in one day. Nothing happens in a day. It takes a lot of time. So starting से ही it was like wait, be patient, focus on yourself, understand what's happening, take opportunities that come your way. It's like whatever chance you get to work with higher position people, do that. Do whatever you can. Focus on the current, present पे focus करो. It's okay you are worried about the future and all of that. You're worried about how you behaved or how whatever happened in the past, but let the past be. It's your past. It's not going to come. You're not the person you were a year back. I am not the same. I have evolved so much, and you are definitely not gonna be the same in a year or so. So it's like give yourself time and understand that if you're not able to get in one place, does that I think that merely means that position or that role is not for you. You have to
बिल्कुल.
redirect yourself a lot of times. I like I tried getting into the student council pehle, but I could not get into the student council. Maybe I had lack of experience, lack of knowledge, and all of that. But it's like I just had to redirect myself to other places. That's all I had to do to kind of get experiences. And like I got selected in the student council team this year, so as a subhead. So it's like things do return back to you if you work on yourself. That is what I
बिल्कुल.
want to say.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. The position will always be there, or a different position will always be there. You just have to try for this one, upskill yourself, try for that one. Eventually किसी ना किसी को तुम क्रैप कर ही लोगे.
Exactly.
So, LSR is a very interesting college and काफ़ी renowned है इंडिया में. So, tell us something. कैसा होता है मतलब like I have obviously not been there, obviously, and it's just a thing that we hear about. So, tell me about the experiences and is it like from an academic point of view, placement point of view, cultural point of view, as good as they say, और जैसे कि या फिर दूसरी हिंदी की एक कहावत है कि घर की मुर्गी ते दाल बराबर, वैसा टाइप का कुछ है.
Okay, so from my viewpoint of being a part of the college, it's like everybody has their own shares of problems and issues with being part of the college, but it's like generalized for everyone. हर college में होता है. But being a part of LSR, I'm like so glad I got into LSR. I have never got such a wide-ranging exposure to so much of activities. I never had that thing in college. Sorry, school. In school, it was just like studies and come back and study and all. Do your own thing. I never got that exposure in schools. So, but in college, I did, and I built myself from that. So, being a part of NSR, it's like the whole experience is so amazing. It's like you get the best professors who actually encourage you to think. Like our professors, some of my professors encouraged us to write research papers, which like जो होता नहीं है undergrad में, but I have written one
Exactly.
research
I was
paper
going to
and
say that कि undergrad में it's very rare.
Exactly, and they actually encouraged us to do that, and I'm gonna write few for my fifth semester as well, and I'm very excited to write because it's a paper that I love. So yeah, I'm gonna have to start with research also now. Anyways, so like I told you, like professors are amazing. Apart from that, it's like you even the experiences. LSR on top level is like very happening college. It's like apart from the other DU colleges वो अपने में रहता है mostly, but it's very happening in inside stuff. And also opportunities, it's like you are bombarded with opportunities. You have so much to choose from, and coming on to placements and all that, it's amazing. Like you get the best of opportunities from the placement cell, which I didn't apply to because I was already busy from my own commitments. So yeah, that is the experiences that I have had with LSR, and I've actually found the best group that I can be. I really like my friends. It's like I'm done with, I don't want to do more socializing and all of that. It's so painstaking process. But I found my people that I want to be with, and I know that they're gonna be there.
Why is socializing
It is
painstaking?
painful for an introvert who has to think a lot of stuff like, am I talking too much? Am I being rude? Yeah, so as an introvert, like I'm also part ambivert as well. I've noticed this thing recently with me that while if I have to talk in front of people, I'll do that with the people I know, with the people I'm comfortable with, without thinking. I know they won't judge me, but it's like I have to think twice with the people I'm not familiar with. There is this thingy ki what will they think and all of that. I'm trying to reduce that because I'm trying not to care much about it, because it's like we are just like part-time, it's like we're just acquaintances and all of that. But I am a very different person on chat. I'm legit the most extrovert. I'm the most a person who doesn't care what you think of me. I'll just put anything on chat. And I have this, I recently have this thing, especially if I have to text someone at night, I have to tell people कि ये करना है. At night, my text messages don't make sense. I literally
As
wake
in,
up,
explain.
as in I'm writing anything. I'm like many grammar. I've done butchering of the grammar. I'm putting was पहले इस बाद में. I'm doing writing anything. In the morning, if I'm to get up and read, I'm like, what have I written? The other person won't even understand what I'm writing. I also write some rude messages रात को, which does seem legit. It seems okay to me at night, but सुबह उठ के I'm like, oh, this is so rude. I'm wondering what the other person wrote. I'm like, then telling the person, please don't feel bad. I wrote it at night. I was not in my senses. So let's talk when I'm more in my consciousness.
People must be thinking wrong about you.
Yeah, it does happen at night a lot of times, which I'm trying to reduce. I'm like, don't text me at night. You will get some ulta message from me. Like people are asking some questions in the group,
Hmm.
our class group. They're like, when will a teacher take the test and all? I'm like, when she feels like. I
Hmm.
legit wrote when she feels like. So this is one thing that happens with me. I don't even think twice.
So you act like a no F's given girl.
Exactly. I'm like the jolly person who doesn't care. I'm like, I'm done with life. I'm gonna enjoy now.
Cool, cool. So I had another thing that I wanted to talk about. You are a history major. First of all, what are you majoring in? Like, what part of history?
Okay, so in undergrad, it's like we're basically doing all of history. But
Okay. Indian, foreign, ancient, medieval,
everything,
everything
everything.
over the 3 years.
Over the 3 years, it's like very, it's a lot of stuff in undergrad, but we have to choose one area like ancient, medieval, or modern in PG.
Okay, so what have you chosen?
I have not chosen anything. Like I told you, I am still deciding. I know one thing for sure, that I'm interested in ancient history, and especially medieval South Indian history, which there
Okay.
is a lack of information. I've
Hmm.
noticed it, and I think I can see a career there.
I started reading a little bit about the ancient history in a book, in a fictional book, Ponniyin Selvam. Have you heard about it?
Um,
It's made into a movie last year.
which one?
Ponniyin Selvam.
Yes, that's of course. I legit
It was very much like the foreign shows that we see, Game of Thrones or something like that, but it was very beautiful. I couldn't read it. I couldn't find the entire book in English because it was nowhere available. But I read a
exactly.
few chapters. I read one book, I guess, last year, but then I couldn't find the rest of the book. It's originally in Tamil,
Mm-hmm.
and I enjoyed it a lot. So tell me something interesting facts that you know about history that I might not know on the top of your head. I know I have
Okay,
put you in a spot.
I'll tell you a few things. First of all,
Ji.
the story of Padmavat. It's not
Okay.
true.
Yes, I have heard that.
You knew that?
So,
Okay.
yes.
There is one more thing.
Okay, I'll be honest. I know a lot of history.
That's not fair. Okay, I'll
But
tell
you're
you
majoring in
something
history. You have
else.
to beat me. You have to beat me now.
Of course, I have to. I'll tell you something else. It's
Sure.
that about my genealogy, maybe.
That I
Um,
won't know. That I won't know. I have already lost.
yeah.
Good one.
So, do you know, during the time of 18th century, Mughals were
Hmm.
there in North India,
Hmm.
or 17th century around that time. But in
Hmm.
South India, there was this Nayak Empire.
Hmm.
They were like basically, you do know about Vijayanagar, right?
Yes.
So in Vijayanagar, there were the commanders, military commanders, who were assigned territories.
Hmm.
Okay, so one of the people, they were assigned different territories. There was this assigned in Madurai, they were assigned in Senji and all of that. So I got to know from my father that our ancestors were the one who were assigned the Madurai kingdom.
Madurai is a very big kingdom as far as I remember.
Yeah, under the Nayak Empire, it's like very important. It's like the
Major.
major military commander वाला जो था under the Nayak Empire and all of that. It actually survived a lot, and it's like in uh, in 18th century, 19th century, there's literally no information about them. No one has like documented it, which I've like got to know from my dad. It's like
So
it's like whatever is left, it's something that it's only with us right now. That it still exists, to be honest. Like my dad is legit known as Nayak because my
oh.
grandfather died.
Oh, nice. That was going to be my question actually. Ki how did they preserve this knowledge? Obviously,
It's oral knowledge. That's all
oral
it is.
knowledge.
I want to document it actually because
Hmm.
there is legit nothing left. There is a school which is in my grandfather's name, and there is a lot of stuff in there, but I want to like kind of find out what exactly is there left. I want to document the history which is not been done after that 18th 17th century, where they have written that in the 18th century the Nayak empire fell, and after that there is no information about where we went and
The
all of
people
that.
who where the people who were or leaders went.
Exactly.
So that's where your leadership qualities come from.
I can't say that. I don't know.
Alright, it's in
Maybe.
your blood.
Yeah, it's in my blood.
So that was very interesting. I'm probably so you are basically the grandchild of a warrior.
Yes.
Nice, nice. Okay, so there are a lot of students. I have my audience that is majorly students. And coming back to the topic of your clubs and the organizations that you are part of, I would like to have a step by step breakdown on how they can prepare themselves, upskill themselves, their CVs. How can they prepare? Okay, let's go step by step. Okay, so how can they upskill themselves to be eligible for these positions and these clubs?
Okay, so starting with the upskilling wala part, what I suggest is I have done a few courses which have helped me. Like I have understood on how social media works and all of that. But majorly, the experiences that I've got is how I upskill myself. So what I did is,
Ji.
whatever chance I got to work with the people in the top position, I did. I have worked closely with presidents of the organization that I've been. I work closely with the heads to understand how it looks from there on that position, and how it like looks like to understand how to handle the whole team. So that is how exactly I upskill myself. I
With
also
hands-on experience, that's the best experience, I'll
yeah,
say.
exactly, hands-on experience. That is what I've done. I've like looked on how people are dealing with the other people. I've looked at how the chairpersons are dealing and what kind of
Ji.
ideas they're doing. Especially, meetings are very very important. Attending it, a lot of people don't attend meetings, but you have to be in a meeting to understand how the person, the leader in charge, is dealing with people, how they're arriving at some ideas, how they're ideating it, how they are actually getting people involved. It's like when you attend meetings, you get to know a lot of stuff, even if you're not dealing having connections with the people barely say. If you are in this position, you can actually look at how the person is actually handling it. It's very important. And apart from that, I always read. I also, like I told you, I've done courses, so I have like experience in the field. Of course, I do have that. But leadership experiences, I gained that through looking, through working with the people. So this is how you can actually upskill yourself. It's not that difficult. It's just that it takes a lot of time, but it's not difficult.
See, the only difficulty in that solution, that very easy solution, is people zone out. Right? They are not able to focus on what's happening, and obviously, people do not have the observations कि इसने ऐसा क्यों करा, ठीक है? They're not able to articulate with themselves. So फिर समझ में ही नहीं आएगा जब आपने अपने आप को articulate करके नहीं बताया कि इसने ऐसा क्यों कहा, ये वाले decision पे क्यों पहुँचे, things like that. So do you have a mechanism कि कैसे आप वो observation को अपनी पहली चीज़ तो antennas रखते हो कि भाई इसने ये करा सब कुछ observe करना, and secondly
Okay, so for
उस चीज़
this,
को
there's
फिर
like
अपने
there's no
लिए
mechanism as such.
okay.
I'm sorry, what?
That was my question कि how do you manage
Okay,
and
yeah.
what is your how do you basically observe, that's the question.
Okay,
I'm
so
lagging a bit, right?
essentially what I'll say is you just have to involve yourself in the conversation. That is all that you have to do to understand what the other person is suggesting. Like for example, I'm asking they are just indulging in themselves कि ये करते हैं. You put yourself in that conversation as well, because you are there and you are asked to pitch in. Because when you pitch in, you always have few viewpoints coming in from other people, and how you can actually look at how the leader is dealing with people. So involving yourself in conversations is very very important.
Hmm. Okay, so you basically, even if you're not actively part of the conversation, you have to give in and you have to get involved. That's a very good advice, and it comes back to like trying things.
Yeah,
Second,
exactly. You just have to put in efforts and try and just do justice to your position. I think that would actually just ensure that you are doing your best.
second, how do you tailor your CV for a club, and how do you make your CV in short?
Okay, so I kind of wrote a post regarding this on my LinkedIn also on how you can actually make your CV basically. First, really suggest एक तो there is academic section which is you have to perform in your academics of course. Never take college studies for granted. It's just don't take it for granted ever. So after that, I'll really suggest कि first of all build your experiences as a part of college societies and then as part of NGOs. It's very important that you build a diverse profile as well. It really shows that you're kind of eligible or that you're capable in a lot of different positions. Start with college societies. Okay. Like if you're not able to get into the major college societies, don't worry. There are other college societies which are not so role dominated as such, which do not require to be working in entrepreneurship and commerce as such, which are actually very general like prakriti, environmental society. You just have to have that enthusiasm to be working in a position. Start with college societies, then simultaneously have experiences in NGOs as well outside the college in whatever that you can. Then when you have college society experience and NGO experiences, you can actually build a CV. You can showcase your academic profile and all of that, and with that profile, you can actually get some internships. I did that. I applied on Internshala and I got a few internships from there, which actually helped me build my CV. And like I said, college society and NGOs, being a part of them and then slowly climbing up to the leadership positions, it helped me kind of send me into a more higher positions in the future.
Absolutely. That's some great advice. And now, this is going to be your coffee with Karan moment, because this is a fun round where I'll be asking you some fun questions that I have, and you can just answer them in spontaneously in a few words. Cool?
Cool, works.
So I am Karan Johar for the next 5 minutes.
That's interesting.
Okay. So how do you view break the ice?
The organization.
Yes, obviously.
It's very cool, like ice. It's amazing. It's like always winning awards. So yeah, it's amazing being part of Break the Ice. And overall, it's like breaking taboos, dealing with stuff that you don't have to.
Absolutely. Then, most memorable Sonder event.
Most memorable Sonder event. It was the time when we were planning for to do something for Tarang, which we were not able to. But I'm very glad that I pitched in, and a lot of my ideas were liked by the previous core also. So yeah, that was the most memorable time. And just 1 second.
Everything all right?
Yeah, it's all right. It's just that my mom and my sister really like to barge into my room.
Understandable. You're a young girl.
Yeah, and they like to trouble me a lot of times.
That's also understandable.
Yeah.
You are younger or older?
Elder.
Elder. Okay, so next question. Since you are in a few marketing projects,
Hmm.
describe marketing in 3 words.
Marketing is understanding social media, it's ideation, and it's creativity.
Ideation, creativity, and social media. That's the best answer. You ideate, you create, and then social media is
You
the platform.
deliver.
You deliver. Absolutely. Very precise.
Yeah.
So, coming back to one of the middle points that you said, what inspires creativity according to you?
For me, there are a lot of stuff that inspires creativity. Books, of course, too. I legit get a lot of ideas by reading. It's like, oh yeah, this sounds great. You can do this. We can like develop this thing. Reading books helps me a lot. And like I said, working in different organizations also help a lot. People suggest ideas. I'm like, yeah, I can repurpose this into something that I can do in another organization. I've done this. It's like
बिल्कुल.
they are suggesting ideas, but I kind of mold it into a way wherein I can use it. That is something that I do. And most importantly, Pinterest. That place is legit so amazing. It's like you get everything. You literally can find ideas, you can find inspiration so much, and it's the least toxic social media platform.
Absolutely. Similar is Behance. One of my friends who's a graphic designer uses Behance a lot.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I've like also tried to use it, but I need to be more active on the platform to kind of understand how it works.
Okay, since you are an introvert, tell us one icebreaker when you meet a new person.
Okay, so what I do is I ask, I just start the conversation like, is there any book that you like? That is my love language. It's like books. If you want to discuss about books, yeah, I'd be great. We can discuss. We can discuss on stuff and Taylor Swift. I'm a very big Taylor Swift fan, and like, I just ask for music you like and all of that. If you are into Taylor Swift, then I can share a lot of stuff.
Absolutely. So, books per question. If you had to suggest a book to me, what would you do?
Okay, so I'll suggest The Fault in Our Stars.
Already read.
You read? Okay. So I'll then suggest All
But it's
the
a good book,
Light,
so good suggestion.
All the Light We Cannot See.
All the Light We Cannot See. That I haven't heard of. I'll definitely try it.
Read it. It's like
Sure.
about the Nazi wala time, and it's heartbreaking
Okay.
as well.
Oh, that would be a good book. I like reading serious stuff. Next, since you're part of the ice, break the ice, one taboo that you would like to break, especially in our society.
Okay, one taboo. I want to really work around gender and menstruation. There's a lot of stuff.
Gender and
Menstruation, like gender
Okay.
equality and all of that, how people view like how women should be and all of that. I really want to work. I love this. Like I want to work in this aspect. And menstruation, I've noticed this a lot of time. It's like it pain nahi hota, especially the ads that actually are shown on the TV. It's like the girl is legit flying around. It's not like that. I don't know why people. There should be a little bit of like right representation
Realistic
of how the
होना चाहिए.
experience is. Realistic, exactly, the realistic experiences, which is not there. So yeah, and people should be more open to those conversations as well. Talking about something that's not comfortable. Yeah, I really want to like, maybe if I'm given not chance, I really want to work in this, but not right now. Right now my plate is full. I want to focus on whatever is there.
So even though this is not an interview, but an interview like question आएगा last में. What does your ideal future, like आज से 10 साल बाद, 5 साल बाद, whatever, where do you see yourself? What does it look like? What are you doing?
Okay.
You can think about it.
Yeah. So it has been like, I have thought a lot of times what it would be like, what would I do, where would I be, and I have a vision.
It's the dog next time, this time.
Yeah, like I told you, it will be my dog next time.
Sorry for disturbing.
It's okay. It's amazing living in a brown household. It's like every one person, they have to do it. Yeah, so I do have a vision on how the kind of life that I want to live in. I know for sure that I want to live on my hard work, for sure. I want to be the person who is independent and give my parents the best. I just want to be that person. I actually have started manifesting it so much. It's like literally in my brain. Like it would be me and my parents and my sister if she's interested. She's like out of this world. She has her own stuff going on. So it would be us. I have like my own stuff that I'm doing. I really want to do something in entrepreneurship. I want to maybe start something, but I have an idea, I have a vision, but the plan is something that I have to work on. I want to do stuff. I want to roam, and I want to travel a lot of places. There are a lot of things that I want to see. I legit want to go to a Taylor Swift concert. It's my dream. That is why I'm working so hard. I want to go to a Taylor Swift concert. Yeah. So, apart from that, I want to read. I want to have that time to read as well. Do so much, and at the same time, I want to give back. It's like I have learned a lot, and I want to make sure that whatever I have, I give it back as well to whoever needs. I've done it. I've like provided the best experiences that I have to other people. I have tried my best. Whoever reached out to me, I've helped them. In fact, I kind of let them on more information than that is required, because they do genuinely look for people. For me, I couldn't have that person who could actually genuinely help, genuinely would give a lot of information. But I did it for other people because I knew what it means being in that position.
Okay. That was G Brinda on the Anak podcast. More and amazing episodes are coming out soon. So please subscribe to the Anak podcast. सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए और मिलते हैं अगले एपिसोड में. तब तक के लिए बाय बाय.